I grew up in a broken home in a place called Kloof in Cape Town. The area was filled with different gangs. At the age of 12, I'd find myself in the roads a lot with the different gangsters and break into houses, rob people, break into shops. I found more purpose being on the streets than at home because I found more love on the streets with my friends. At the age of 14, I was introduced to alcohol. And I just loved alcohol. I would drink most days, come weekends, it would just be party, one big blur. Being around different gangs meant drugs. And I always said to myself I would never do drugs. But when I got to the age of 16, I started smoking a bit of weed. And obviously I enjoyed that, so I started going to a bit more heavy things like ecstasy, cocaine. I couldn't afford to buy my own drugs. So what I would do, I'd sell drugs in order to get my drugs. At the age of 17, my parents decided to move out of the area. And I just said, no chance. I just loved my life. At the age of 23, I got married. My son Cole was 3 at the time. Obviously drugs and alcohol was still very much part of my life. And due to that fact, there wasn't much happy memories in the home. Cole often didn't want to stay with us. He wanted to go to his grandparents, and that was clearly because of the effect alcohol had in the home. So basically we're on till September 2011 when Sherry was basically had enough of everything and she took Cole and they moved out. December 2011 is a point in my life where I hit basically rock bottom. I was involved in a major car accident. The car rolled 20 times. I should have died, but I only climbed out of the car with a scratch in my arm. One of the first guys that was on the scene, he looked at the car and he looked at me and he said, God has obviously got a purpose for you in your life. And I didn't believe that because God had never been part of my life. And then I decided to give God a try, and I started going to church. I got a job and I started trying to change my life, but friends around me, there was always an influence and they thought I was crazy. I mean, in this time, Sherry had given her life to God and she was totally off the alcohol, and she decided to give me a second chance. So we moved back in together. In 2013, my company asked me to relocate to KZN. I wasn't too happy about it, but I prayed about it and God obviously wanted us to be here. So December 2013, we relocated to Kloof. We visited a lot of churches, but nothing felt like home. Until one evening, Sherry's auntie that has been living in KZN for quite a while, she told us that we're very lucky to be living in Kloof because there's a church with the name of Kloof Harvest. One Sunday morning, we decided to come visit Kloof Harvest. When I got to the corner, and the people standing on the corner waving, welcoming you, it was something different. When we walked into the foyer as well, and people that welcomed us, Colin came up, started speaking to Cole. We just felt so loved over here, so welcomed. I was still drinking a lot at the time. And I remember one Sunday, Bonnie gave an invite for baptism classes, and I just felt something in my heart say that I want to get baptized. So I came for the classes. In November last year, I got baptized. And the day, straight after I got baptized, it's like I lost all craving for alcohol, all craving for drugs. It was just amazing. We just love it over here at Kloof Harvest. We joined a fuse group, and everyone in that group has just become a family over here in KZN. And the people at Kloof Harvest Church, the unconditional love they show, not worried where you come from, your past, just loving you for who you are, it's truly amazing. My son Noah, whenever we climb into the car, he asks me, are we going to the shop or are we going to church? Cole, another one, it just amazes me all the time. I mean, he's doing Alpha at the moment, he's a Globe leader, he lives for Globe on a Friday and youth on a Friday. Sundays, he just wants to be at church all the time. It's just amazing to see how this house opens the doors for others to come in, and just by opening our hearts to others, how their lives is being changed by God.